We see the best and the worst of the world here.
Because basically all these animals have been let down by humans, right? It's really sad, so.
She is a rescue from a meat farm, like a dog meat farm in Korea.
The BC SPCA helps more than 135,000 animals in need every year. In 2021, 60,000 cats and 21,000 dogs entered Canadian shelters. Currently, there's a rising trend of pet abandonment and a decline in shelter adoptions.
I've been a part of quite a few large-scale animal intakes, so that's rescuing animals from homes that have over 5 animals. So a few of those have been helping out in taking 43 German Shepherds from a breeding operation, 150 cats from another northern situation. And so those, when the numbers are that big, you know, your jaw drops. You're like, wow, how did this happen?
We seem to be, it's escalated lately with a lot of owner surrenders. Somebody's got some kittens she's looking to surrender, so I'll reach out to her. I'm just waiting for a phone number.
We think, my husband and I, that there are many dogs around that need a home, and we tried to give a dog of those an opportunity, because there are many dogs that are treated more like a business, and we don't want to support that industry. So it's better to give a better life to a dog that really needs that.
There are thousands of animals in need of a home that have been neglected by their previous owners. People who adopt open their hearts, giving animals another chance, and are met with love in return.
We're alone here. There's no uncles, no cousins, nothing. Everything is back home. So it's always kind of hard to find reasons to get up in the morning to like keep trying. She's my reason to keep trying. She has shown me so much love out of like nothing in return.
She's brought so much happiness to my life. I love seeing her every day. I look forward to seeing her after work, and I love being able to share her with people, like when people come over, right, and they get to meet her and see what a unique pet she is. It's really nice to be able to give her, like, tell fun facts about Potato and just get them to see how sweet she is.
Yeah, our favorite thing to do is explore outside. We love going to the beach, we love going to the park, and it's just fun to be outside together and explore. She is pretty funny. When she finds something interesting, she'll always look at me so that I can come over and check it out, and it's usually either like a dead bird or a dried up jellyfish or something that she finds interesting.
Something that is unconditional. They love you no matter what you look like. If my hair's done, if I've got makeup on, if I'm in my sweats, it doesn't matter. You come home and they're like overjoyed. So it's just a being that warms people's hearts, and I think it's just something that will help, and it guides people and helps them and gives them a purpose. You get something to care for every day, and something that loves you back.
There is a stigma around adoption, that animals are damaged or broken. Many people choose to buy, hoping to avoid this. The truth is, whether you adopt or shop, the animal reflects what its human knows. If you don't give the animal what it needs, it will show.
You can find different breeds, you can find different ages. It's not all, I think there's a common misconception that rescue animals are all traumatized and come with a lot of different issues, but that's not the case. I mean, Rufus is an example of that. He is a perfect boy.
We heard that is a very traumatic process for them, and that most part of the dogs, when they come home for the first time, they feel scared and very shy. They don't want to get out of their crate. So we thought that Summer was going to be like that, but she was very friendly. So the first time she came, she just got out of the crate and she said hi, and she was like wagging her tail.
You know, you're open to just a loving animal, then don't think that they're broken. Like a lot of people think, oh, I can't take a rescue animal because they're going to have behavioral issues. I get the nicest animals in rescue, like just loving and affection. Some of them it's like, oh my God, I have no idea how you ended up on the street.
Having a dog and meeting a lot of other dogs, you'll notice that it's not just the rescues that are difficult. There's plenty of like purebred dogs that are difficult, mostly because the owners are not able to fulfill the dog's needs.
Due to trauma and abuse these animals have suffered, some come with a lot of behavioral issues. Organizations work tirelessly to assimilate these animals back into trusting humans. Through volunteers, training, and foster families, these animals are giving their resources and love to find their forever home. From accepting them into shelters, examining their needs to best help them in the future.
So when an animal comes into care, we do a general exam, kind of get what is the baseline of this animal's medical, how are they doing that way? And so from there we work with community veterinarians, we do diagnostics, you know, what is going on with this animal? Is it something that could be terminal, like cancer, for example? Is it something that is treatable, you know, like early kidney disease that we can treat with medication and a diet change? Or is it someone like Rufus who is maybe a little bit overweight and had some infections?
Having a dog that's reactive like she was, the first 1 or 2 years are really difficult because you have to overcome a lot of frustration.
We do give them an animal that does have some behavioral issues or something going on. I'm there 100% always. Reach out to me and we'll guide them through how to correct that and how to fix that. I do have dog trainers that I work with that we can bring in and guide them. Here we need to make sure every animal's safe and everybody in the foster home is safe, and make this animal, give them all the resources we can to make them adoptable so that they can find their forever home.
Pet abandonment is on the rise because people don't consider a pet's needs or if it's the right fit before adopting or buying.
I mean, you try not to give human attributes to a dog, but just seem to just fit our family, like a lot of energy, but also calming, like calming for the kids. Be excited to see us, would have a lot of energy, but it would also take a great nap. So just would kind of adapt to what our family was doing. Some dogs a family has to change to support the pet, but this dog was what we needed.
When I adopted her, she was just over a year from the SPCA, and so she's 10 now, and they can live 15 to 20 years tops. So knowing that they're like a long-living animal, so having that in mind when you're getting it, that it's not like a hamster that will be 2 years or so, but she's 10 now.
When I adopted my first dog, I only saw an internet description and a photo, and I didn't do any research on the breed or the temperament. Yeah, I didn't get the ideal dog for my situation, and it was very challenging. So she was never tired, she always wanted to be outside, and she always wanted to be noisy. And I probably would not have gotten that dog. I lived in a small apartment.
We wanted a pet that we knew wouldn't get stressed or wouldn't get sad being at the house all day long.
Caring for an animal means gaining a companion for life. They will love you no matter what and always be there for you. The only thing you need to do for them is make sure you take care of their needs and work on yourself to be the best you can for them.
Bigger dogs don't typically live a long time, so he was 9. Yeah, he was almost 10 years. And so he started to slow down. We thought there were some things in his joints. He had some knee injury that we had to repair, so I thought maybe something there, but in the end, I guess it was cancer on his liver, which seems a very compassionate liver, I've heard since. Like even for humans, there's less pain. In fact, cancer in the liver I learned they produce its own opiate, so it's kind of its own painkiller. But you could tell he wasn't super comfortable. So when we finally found out what was going on with him, we knew we had a matter of weeks for him to be around. So we just made sure we did special things with him. We'd visit all his favorite places, you know, give him some extra treats and just make those last weeks comfortable.
So when I wake up in the morning, if I'm working an evening, then I go get my coffee and then I take her out on the couch, and so she'll sleep on my chest. And then I just put the blanket over, and so she'll stay there as long as I allow her to before I'm like, I need to start getting ready for work, or I need to start doing things. And so, but she'll snuggle with me for quite a while, like a couple hours. She loves our morning coffee.
If you're interested in adopting, the process is very accessible.
You need to fill out an application form first. You need to get approval from them. You need to choose, of course, the organization, and then they're gonna call you. After that, if you are finally approved, they're gonna give you the list of available pets. Like, you might want to choose the one that you feel you match.
The most important part was to fully describe ourselves and why we wanted to, because normally people think that just like a machine goes through it, but she told us no, a human being goes through those emails and handpicks the persons that are gonna adopt the pet.
There's definitely a lot of ways for people to get involved, whether that's volunteering, whether that's fostering, if they have the financial means to make a donation, if they just want to come in and bring some food or pet supplies for our food bank to then go back into the community, if they're interested in any of our advocacy work as well, on animal welfare issues. We have Wild Ark in Machosen if they're more interested in wildlife. We're always looking for volunteers at Wild Ark as well. Even just coming to visit us on our opening hours, seeing some of the animals and getting the word out is also super helpful.
And anybody looking to want to support, come to the store. All of the stuff in here is donated from other stores, artisans and crafters, and all the proceeds goes back to help the animals with Broken Promises. So we're constantly trying to raise money, and we are a registered charity, so we can get donations and give tax receipts, which is helpful. But the rest comes in fundraising. We have a little bit that comes back in adoption fees. Sometimes people question why we actually ask for adoption fees, because it helps us cover the vet care that we provide for each animal, as well as keeps us going so we can continue to take others. Looking to open your heart and just give us a little bit of your heart and home, and we can foster for us, because we need that for sure.
We adopted Barley in December of 2012.
Adopted Summer when she was 7 months old, and she's been with us for a month now.
We've had her for 5 years now.
We don't always get to choose people in our lives, or what your kids are going to be like, or whatever. And but in this case, you get to choose one. He brought a lot of joy into our lives, and friends and neighbors and family. He's a good dog that way. So given his alternatives, where you have to be, wouldn't have had a future. It was good for us and good for him.
The companionship and the unconditional love and empathy that an animal offers is just so special. Giving back to the animals that helped make me the person I am today. Yeah.
If you're willing to work, it can be a really amazing thing.